Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we've got a really big update for Battlefront 2 and the future of content as far as the Clone Wars and more specific dates. We've got a new roadmap and we're just going to go through each month, talk about the stuff we've got, whether we like it, whether we don't like it, general thoughts, and then move on to the next thing. Might be a bit of a short video today, but we'll just straight up get started. So first up in October, we already knew we were getting General Grievous, but we've got some more details on the other content we'll be getting. We knew we might be getting a skin with Grievous, so now we know that his default skin will be Jedi Hunter, which I can only assume will just be regular Grievous, no cape, just plain, which I think was expected. I don't think there's any surprises there. But then his second appearance, where we all thought it was going to be his robed, cloaked appearance, it's now battle damaged. I can't say I have any specific memories of a battle damaged Grievous that isn't dead from Star Wars. But I think this will certainly be interesting. It'll be a fun new look.
Yeah.
So are you particularly happy with that? Got any?
I think I have a feeling they've done battle damage because animating the cloak alongside it would have been more difficult.
Yeah.
This is just purely aesthetics. They don't have to add anything to it, or at least I assume they don't have to add anything to it.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but I think the cloak one would have been cool. I do kind of hope they add it eventually because I think that just would have looked cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get on to that later. And then later on this month, we're also going to have the hero health rework and regeneration balancing.
Yeah.
So that's going to be kind of changing about how much health some heroes have and how fast it regenerates. And we also know we're going to be getting hero health cards for a lot more characters. So I assume those are health on kill cards.
Yeah.
So I really hope we get. I think pretty sure we've confirmed to be getting one for Kylo Ren, which I'm really excited about because as much as I do enjoy playing as Kylo Ren, it's really tricky in Galactic Assault for someone who's especially nowhere near pro level. When you don't have that survivability of a health, getting health back when you get kills, it's really tricky to play as him. So I'm happy all that stuff's coming, as are you, I'm sure.
Yeah, it just makes it easier to play with, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it makes it.
Puts him on the same level as a lot of other heroes.
Well, yeah, because I think Kylo is nowhere near as effective as getting kills as Luke. Generally, his combat is very similar, but as far as his abilities, they're not as good at getting kills.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that Luke has health on kill cards and Kylo doesn't, they just have to.
Yeah.
And then moving into November, once again, another hero, we're getting Obi-Wan Kenobi. So as we both thought before, and I'm sure many other people did, his default skin will be Jedi Master, which I can only assume is his Episode 3 costume.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one that really fits with that. And then his second skin, while we were hoping for old Obi-Wan or the armored Obi-Wan, we are actually getting robed. And once again, I think that's like Grievous. The cool skins are going to take time, so just to get us some more skins, they're just getting the easier ones out there. So yeah, that'll be. I'm still perfectly happy with that. I imagine I'll probably use the default one more, but then again, there is the thing that we've mentioned before, where sometimes we just like wearing them so people know we have them.
Yeah.
It's just cool to show them off. And then we are getting another Grievous appearance, so I imagine that is, like I said, we'll get back to it later. That's going to be the caped appearance, I imagine.
Yeah, I can't think of what else it would be really.
Yeah, exactly. I was quite surprised by the battle damage because that hadn't occurred to me before.
Yeah, I remember we've been speaking about it and we were thinking the only ones we could think of was the regular one and the cape.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't really think what else it would be if not that.
And then we'll be getting Geonosis for Galactic Assault, which I absolutely can't wait for. Really excited for that. It's only next month. That's great. And then we'll be getting the Clone Trooper appearances for the 212th Attack Battalion. Just to clarify, that is Obi-Wan's Legion with the yellow markings. Commander Cody leads them. So I'm really excited about those. That or the 501st will definitely be my two favourite clone legions. I've definitely loved the skins we've been getting so far. I think the rate they've been doing them at is really good because it gives people time to save up for them.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to get all of them. And then we'll also be getting the new vehicles on Geonosis, including STAP, Bark Speeder, and ATTE. I'm not sure what the STAP is. I'm sure I'll put an image up while we're talking about this. But the Bark Speeder is, just like the speeder bike, but the one during the Return to the Republic, and the ATTE, as they've said, will be the biggest vehicle in the game to date.
Yeah.
It won't be on rails, it'll be able to move freely, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun to play as.
Yeah, I agree.
And then it doesn't look like we're getting anything in December, nothing major at least. Maybe we'll get some added game modes for Geonosis. But then it's moving into 2019 in January. We'll be getting Count Dooku with an appearance. I can only assume that'll be either he's caped regularly and hooded sometimes, or maybe
Yeah.
just without the cape at all and, plain.
Yeah.
And we'll be getting another Obi-Wan appearance, which I'm very happy about, General Kenobi, which I would have to assume will be his Clone Wars armored costume, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
And then also we'll be getting the Clone Trooper appearance for the Coruscant Guard. Once again, really happy about that. I know you thought that one looked quite cool. It's the one with the red stripes,
Yeah,
the ones that
yeah.
are based on Coruscant. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. And then finally in February, the hero that I'm most excited for, but unfortunately we're not getting until all the way in February, is Anakin. Once again with an appearance. Now, they've got plenty of time to work on this, but it's also how long everything else is going to take. So I hope it's armoured.
Yeah.
But much like they did with Obi-Wan, it could be the cloaked and then they do the armoured later.
I don't think I'd mind the cloaked one as much with Anakin.
Well, yeah, I was
Not
thinking
that
actually.
I massively mind the Obi-Wan one, but like the cloaked Anakin is quite
Iconic.
yeah.
Look.
Whereas with Obi-Wan, it's kind of just like
Well, yeah, I do
thing
like.
that he
I'll
does,
probably
like,
wear
he
the armored.
wears.
I'd probably wear the armored one more, but cloaked Anakin straight up. When you're playing as that, you're just thinking of Order 66
Yeah.
and that brilliant scene in Revenge of the Sith. So I think that'd be really cool because to me, that would be the Vader costume.
yeah.
And I would wonder if maybe they'd call it that. It'd even be cool if we could get the yellow eyes as well.
Yeah.
But I'd much prefer the cloaked skin for Anakin than Obi-Wan. But I'm still happy. I'm happy to get as many skins as we can.
It's not an issue with the Obi-Wan skin.
And then also we're going to be getting that new game mode. Now we now have details on what that's going to feature.
Yeah.
So this new game mode, I believe, from what we understand, it's going to be massive, large-scale game mode. So I imagine a huge open map. I think that we're going to get the most out of this on Geonosis because that is going to be the biggest map in the game to date. It's going to feature capture points and capital ship takedowns.
Right.
So capture points, assumably, you're competing for territory around the map.
Yeah.
Capital ship takedown. So that'll be like huge, Star Destroyers and stuff. I assume flying overhead.
Yeah.
And you need to shoot them down. That sounds amazing. I'm really excited for the idea of, a resurgent. I think they're called resurgents. Star Destroyer from the Clone Wars flying overhead, playing as the droids just firing into it. You've got friends in ships overhead, friends in tanks and everything. And I'm just really looking forward to this large-scale game mode. I heard rumours recently about the player count, which would be about 60 on each team. So they're going to really need, you're going to need good internet for it, but I'm really excited for this large-scale game mode, especially on Geonosis. And this, overall, quickly actually, we are also getting the Clone Trooper 501st. Before I go on a rant about how good this roadmap is, we are getting the 501st, which that and the 212th, I'm going to be torn between which one I pick. I might have to vary it up, between classes, and I'll be changing it every day. But overall, I'm really happy with this roadmap. You?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I'm glad we've kind of got more clarification of what's coming.
Yeah.
And yeah, as much as I would have liked other skins, I'm happy to hear that we are getting skins and that we know what they are now.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they will add other ones.
Well, yeah, like I said, we're getting that armored Obi-Wan in
exactly.
January, and we're gonna get that Grievous. I'm sure that is cloaked Grievous in November. So, you know what? Even if we weren't getting those ones, which we now know we are. But even if we weren't getting those additional ones, we're getting the skins, and they're cool, well. And it's so cool that we're getting these characters. I am really hoping that, they're really getting it together now. I mean, the game, ignoring the extra content that has been put in, just purely, gameplay's always been good with this game, I feel. I think the game's handled great. It's always been good at, the general way the abilities function and stuff like that's been really good. Or any issues with, like, the progression system and the lack of a squad system and stuff like that. If you look at purely the gameplay at the state the game's in now, if it had been like that at launch, it would have been amazing. It would have done really, really well. And I can only hope with this, good stream of content, we know what we're getting now. Everyone's excited about the Clone Wars content. I'm really hoping that we get, support for this game for a long time, because there is a lot more they could do with this game. With Obi-Wan and Anakin, there's a lot of skins they could do, and there's lots more places they could take the game as far as content.
There's extra characters they can add. There's lots of extra maps they can add. Game modes is just limitless with what they can think.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So I would like to see them continue it as well. To be honest, I would be quite sad if it turned out this was all they really had in the works.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't look like DICE, have another Star Wars game they're going to be working on. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting a Star Wars shooter for a while. So I just hope they keep up the content support,
Yeah.
honestly, because this is already a really good game, and if they just keep the content going, it could be amazing. Obviously there are fan favorites like Ahsoka and Asajj Ventress, who I'd both love to see.
Yeah.
Especially as dual wielding lightsaber characters. I want to see new characters who are interesting to players and change the way the game functions. That's why I'm excited about characters like Grievous or Count Dooku. Like Grievous he's got dual lightsabers, is a much bigger character. Count Dooku's going to have the Force lightning and a lightsaber. I'm interested to see new characters that will play very differently. I'd also like to see characters like Captain Rex, where he's got two pistols. There's lots of stuff like that. And this is really good news, this roadmap. They've been really good at, content. There's been some glitches along the way, but honestly, the content's been so good. The squad system, I'm really happy with the way the squad system's working at the moment.
Yeah.
It's been really brilliant, and all of this looks great. So I just hope this means we're going to get more support for the game. Honestly, I really do. But overall thoughts, we both like it.
Yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with what they've said.
Sweet. Yeah. So yeah, we'll obviously do updates if there's any more major news. Hopefully we'll get confirmation on a date for Grievous soon, but I imagine it's going to be, later October. I think they've pretty much confirmed.
I think if it was going to be within the next couple of weeks, they would have given us.
But hopefully we
will
get a trailer soon.
Yeah.
Me and you were discussing whether the trailer will feature Grievous or Grievous and Obi-Wan. I'm not really, I imagine it will just be Grievous, but I'm hoping we see some Obi-Wan too. But overall, yeah, very happy with this. And we'll, make something whenever we get another bit of major news. Cheers for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.